Hi there, I'm Jonathan Warren, and I'm excited to share with you my ultrasound innovation. Now, there's a plethora of great topics out there for ultrasound education, but what I have often found is that they are uncoordinated, only covering a single topic, and oftentimes you get halfway through an article before you realize whether it's either too basic or too advanced for where you are at your current level. And you can seek guided curriculums, but oftentimes they're costly and expensive for learners. And there's also a time cost to this. When learners become their own curriculum coordinators, they're spending more time seeking out these articles than they are actually learning from them. And all of these roadblocks together decrease a learner's motivation to continue to acquire additional knowledge. But what if we had something that was like Duolingo, but for ultrasound? An application that was easily accessible, that had a guided education, that employed spaced repetition to master old concepts, that had a gamification element so people came back and wanted to learn more, that was available for all skill levels from beginners to experts, and lastly, and most importantly, was free to access for everyone. And that's where the Sonography Education app comes in. It's an asynchronous, free, guided curriculum for emergency physicians and more to develop their ultrasound-based skills. When users log into the web-based application, they'll be met with their own custom curriculum, a map of ultrasound skills that they can explore and master the basics before they move on to more advanced lessons. Each lesson will have a didactic lecture or chapter for users to grow their knowledge, which they can then test in quizzes. And once they meet a certain threshold of points in these quizzes, they'll move on to the more advanced lessons. And in the first year, what we will look to do is to design this application and introduce our basic ultrasound curriculum that you see here. We'll release it to learners, and we'll judge the success of this not only based on the number of unique users and time spent in the application, but on their progression through the app as well. And we'll use this to inform future directions as we release an intermediate and advanced curriculum, as well as many other innovations. And I am excited to work on this project and have the backing of my home institution, which has multiple ultrasound content experts, a strong education background, and a history of app design. This is a strong team that is only going to become stronger once it has the backing of AEUS. And the best part of all of this is we can create this amazing application for as little as $2,000 in upfront costs. And what this will allow us to do is to utilize the learning management software for the next 3 years, and, as I'm sure you saw from my mock-up, get some much needed help in graphic design and marketing. I want to thank you for creating this opportunity, and I appreciate you taking the time to hear my pitch.